evening, everyone. I'm Dan Green.
And I'm Erin Clark. We are beginning tonight with new developments surrounding yesterday's deadly officer-involved shooting in Salinas.
There is mounting anger and frustration from some in the community who claim that police used excessive force. We have team coverage, and we begin with the investigation. And Action News reporter May Chow, who's live right now at Salinas PD.
Dan, Aaron, today Salinas police returned to the scene of the shooting to collect more evidence that will hopefully answer questions many in the community have about why officers opened fire.
We completely understand that there is some genuine concern and questions that need to be answered in regard to this, and the community wants to know the answers. We want to be able to come forth with all the facts.
14 investigators and detectives from the Salinas Police Department have been assigned to Tuesday's officer-involved shooting that left one man dead and many residents outraged.
It's a horrible situation when you have loss of life, and we take these investigations seriously no matter who is involved. So I just want to make sure that people don't rush to judgment.
2 veteran Salinas police officers responded to a 911 call about a man threatening to kill a woman and her dog with scissors and exposing himself in a sexually explicit manner. The scissors turned out to be large garden shears. Commander Vince Majorana says officers deployed a taser that didn't work when the man ignored their commands.
It's just one of those tools to continue through trying to try to resolve a situation when the situation presents itself that an officer may have option to use. And in this particular, they tried, and it didn't work.
It was then police say officers opened fire.
Do we have a situation where this guy is going to run away and run into a business or run into a crowded area and start hurting people? I mean, there's some split-second decisions that have to be made by that officer. And then based upon the fact that when the officer commanded this individual to drop the shears and to get down on the ground, this individual actually attacked the officer with the gardening shears.
When you say attack, I mean...
He actually went at the officers, from what we can see on the video, with the gardening shears.
On Wednesday, Salinas Police Chief Kelly McMillan addressed a small crowd outside City Hall that demanded more information and transparency about the shooting and the police investigation.
I just asked the folks who were here today that you're absolutely welcome to protest. That's why City Hall exists, but also need to be respectful of the police officers that are trying to do their work. Nothing is served by getting in their way. I understand there's a lot of sentiment in the community, and we're going to work to resolve all that stuff.
And we expect to learn more about this case and the investigation by Salinas Police when the Salinas Police Department holds a news conference tomorrow afternoon. Dan, Aaron.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thanks, May.
And many of those who are upset with police are protesting along Sanborn Road, where the victim was shot yesterday.
Action News reporter Felix Cortez is there with the latest. Felix?
Well, Aaron, Dan, I can tell you that the outrage is only intensifying in this case, and right now it's on full display outside that East Salinas market where that man was shot and killed. Dozens of people out here shouting for peace, but demanding answers as well.
Come on, honk for peace! We need peace in Salinas! Honk for peace!
Protesters rallied outside the bakery where a makeshift memorial now stands for the man shot and killed by Salinas police Tuesday. Cars honked and some yelled profanities at a cop who cruised by.
Are you guys afraid that Mexicans are gathering up? Get the out of here!
The day after the shooting, people continue to watch that cell phone video that has gone viral. It's inciting more outrage and questions on how police handled the whole situation. Many people believe the video shows police had no reason to use deadly force.
We're mad. Our community is mad.
He needs to get locked up for murder.
He needs to get locked up. He needs to get his time. That's murder. If it would have been one of us, we would have been locked up for murder. Why would that cop needs his time? He needs his time in jail.
Earlier in the day, protesters took to City Hall where they confronted Salinas Police Chief Kelly McMillan. He had come out because protesters were confronting detectives as they walked to their car.
Instead of shooting us down like dogs.
We empower them to protect us, not to kill us.
I understand that,
That's
sir.
what you
I
paid
think I
for.
agree with the chief in the fact that everybody wants to try to maintain a peace. There's a lot of tension here. And if everybody can try to maintain the peace, I think that's important.
But emotions are running high in this city where two intoxicated men carrying sharp objects have been shot by police in less than 2 weeks. Officers say they used deadly force because they feared for their lives.
So basically, if you're drunk here in Salinas, you're running the risk of getting shot by a police officer. And it just shows the lack of training that they don't have, that they have to resort to lethal force all the time and kill civilians, man. That's not right. We're not going to allow that.
Some say there's two sides to the story and an investigation will reveal the facts. But for many right now, it's the police against the people. Raul Tapia said people need to keep cool heads.
In a way that we're not, you know, projecting our traumas or our actual rage and anger, to be able to come and have a real clean and crisp dialogue, have a real strong message that we just need information. We want to know what happened. We want to know why it's happening.
And back here live at the corner of Del Monte and North Sanborn, just outside that East Salinas Market, the bakery where that man was shot and killed. I want to show you the scene here. More than 100 people out here, at least more than 100 people, protesting at every corner outside this bakery. It's loud, it's chaotic, but yet it's peaceful at the same time. Now, the concern just doesn't end here. It's online as well. That's where a petition has started against Salinas police called Justice Salinas on change.org. As of this evening, it had more than 1,300 signatures. And again, more events planned throughout the week. A community meeting planned for tomorrow night at the Templo Rosa Church on Sanborn. A march being planned for this Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. And the plan there is that the march is likely to start here at the outside the market and then proceed to Mi Pueblo Market just down the road on Sanborn, where the other officer-involved shooting took place last week. And of course, as May mentioned, there's that press conference tomorrow afternoon at 3, where the community may or may not get some of the answers it's seeking. Aaron, Dan.
All right, Felix, thank you. We will have more on this ongoing story coming up at 6:30 tonight. We will also, as Felix mentioned, get our first public response from the Salinas Police tomorrow, at least the official response. Chief Kelly McMillan will address the media and answer questions tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Police are not opening it up to the public, but you can watch it live on your computer or mobile device. We'll be live streaming it at KSBW.com. Again, it's going to happen tomorrow afternoon at 3.
A day after this incident, the attorney for relatives of the man shot and killed by Salinas police outside the Mi Pueblo Market filed a $2 million claim against the city of Salinas.
The city now has 45 days to accept or decline that claim. On the evening of May 9th, Salinas police responded to the reports of a man attacking people with a sharp object near the Mi Pueblo Market. Officers confronted Hernandez, who was wielding a lettuce cutter. Police say he refused their commands. Hernandez was tased and then shot when he revealed a knife hidden in his waistband. Police Chief Kelly McMillan said most of the investigation is finished on that, and officers were lawful with their use of lethal force.
They're shooting to kill. It's obvious, but you don't need to shoot someone 7, 8 times. And that just shows that there's more than just acting out of their role as a police. It almost shows that they're being overly aggressive with the way they're doing it.
Lo sentimos más bien pues con nuestra ayuda de toda la comunidad y de.
I feel a lot better with the support of the community, and we hope they can help us do something about this so it won't happen again. It's not good what happened.
The attorney also filed a Freedom of Information Act requesting information about the Salinas Police Department's investigation into the Mi Pueblo shooting.